only thing I know. My family and me love them, yeah, for sure.
What's good, YouTube? Independent TV, and I'm back with another reaction video for y'all today, man. Today we got the Chicago rapper Munna Duke, who lost his life with another individual. I'm gonna react to the family video right now. Let's get into it. Make sure y'all go like, comment, and subscribe to both of our channel. We keep that content coming. You know how we coming.
We outside, man. Where y'all at? Feel like that.
Oh, lick. No phone, no. Folks got that all white on. My king slam out on. Oh.
TV, let them know who we got in the building.
I'm phone red.
Yeah, he was excited to be at the interview. Nigga laughing like a mother.
Hey, we got your boy Munna Duke in the building, man.
Munna parts, that from J Munna?
Yeah, that's my boy, yeah. J Munna, yeah.
So that's what, like, cause we see a lot of guys from, they got Munna in their name. Everybody get it from the same.
Yeah, yeah.
Victim, I was always a target. Cause I couldn't be a victim, I was always a target. I'm back.
You guys are getting a person shot in the 24th District, Broadway and Rosemont and Broadway. Caller says the male shot in the back. Offenders ran away. Caller says that the shooting was at the club Pork Chop.
Fam early.
Oh, so this was at a club? He got hit up at the club. Shit like that was why I don't go out and party, and like I don't really go out, and I'm not interested in clubbing and like that no more.
Earlier today, we did a video on the rapper Munna Duke from O Block alongside his friend, who go by the name of Youngin, who's also from O Block, was gunned down outside of a local bar. But I felt compelled to give you guys an update. It hasn't been 24 hours, and people are already going to social media, posting clues, alleging they was responsible, showing chains with alleged blood stains on it, and giving clues to authorities, indicating that they possibly had their phone on them during a drill. It's 2025. A lot doesn't make sense at this point. But nonetheless, we go over what's being put out on social media in regards to this rapper's demise. We also see the connection, talk about the opposing neighborhoods, and why they could be at odds according to public records. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle.
It's like it's half of these guys ain't dead. The other half is locked up for real. Like, and I don't know, like I don't see like none of y'all don't get a wake up call and be like, you know what, let me get up out of here or something. Y'all just, I don't know, probably they can't. You know, I don't know.
Give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Now, if you haven't checked out the first video on why we here, part 2, or at least an update, I need you guys to check that out so you won't be lost before looking at this video. And as mentioned in the first video, Munna Duke is from O Block for those who don't know. And one of the many neighborhoods that O Block was beefing with, a neighborhood called Front Street, which is a set of black disciples located at around the area of 61st and Indiana.
Yeah, we know about them. Rest in peace, Fredo Santana and all that. Front Street.
Ranges from the 61st to 63rd block. Front Street is a set that has been around since at least the early 2000s and is known for being one of the realest BD sets. Some of the most known figures from Front Street from the outside looking in that was rapping was artists like Fredo Santana, may he rest in peace, and also Blood Money, may he rest in peace, who all happens to be either related or close friends with.
Yeah, facts. I ain't know Blood Money was from Front Street too. Facts. That's supposed to be Sosa cousin and shit, right? I ain't never remember that though. I don't think I ever knew where he from. I just knew he was from Chicago because he got killed in Chicago, but I didn't really know where he's from.
Chief Keef.
I'm Blood Money from Front Street and I run shit. I burn. You owe me, I come for your son. Every day transporting cabbage in and out of state, moving like a jackrabbit.
Back in April of 2014, Mario Hess, once known as Blood Money, had recently been paid $50,000 to sign with a major record label, according to his manager. But on April 9th, 2014, two gunmen fired more than 24 shots, striking Blood Money as many as 10 times and wounding a relative. And at that time, that shooting marked the second in 2 weeks with the connection to Chief Keef. He was 18 years old at the time, and he had ties to Chicago street gangs. Chief Keef, whose real name is Keith Cozart, was in the Northfield residence of his manager on March 26, 2014, when a man was shot and seriously wounded. And some say that man was Blood Money. And this how really people assume that King Von was allegedly connected to Blood Money losing his life. You see, Boss Top, a guy named Sean, and C Murder, and also King Von had robbed Chief Keef when he was at court or rehab. Later,
gang, they stole. You don't rob somebody when a nigga at court or not in your present. They went in that man's house and stole. You gotta be more specific and get these niggas title. Like, that's not a robbery, that's theft. Grand larceny.
that day, Top and C Murder got on FaceTime with Sosa, acting like nothing happened, but got called out on it, and Tato upped the fake tech on FaceTime. Now it was fake because it was for a music video shoot, and because of that, Boss Top, Sean C Murder, and Von, T-Roy, and T-Ro ran in his house, actually his manager house, but Keith was paying the rent with pipes. Terrence had upped his pipe at Tato, and Sosa...
Pretty sure it was Sosa house under his manager name, you know what I mean? But freaking, yeah, these dirty niggas, man, like, I never respected them for that shit anyway when this had happened. I remember these situations clearly.
Upped his and shot at him, and he actually hit, but he didn't kill him. So they left his place and drove T-Ro to the hospital. It was actually Chief Keef and Tato who drove him to the hospital. And then you shot him, you drove him. We don't want the police on us type situation. And that led to the second robbery, which we just talked about inside Chief Keef's home, which led to a shootout between Front Street and O Block, where C Murder got shot by Blood Money, allegedly.
Well, police are investigating a shooting.
Can't blame Sosa when he don't fuck with none of these cornball ass niggas. That's why they all end up either dead or in jail, nigga. And look at Sosa and them, still living their life, still OT, still influencing people, and y'all dirty
in the
bum
north suburbs.
niggas.
In fact, they have roped off a home in Northfield.
WGN's Marcella Raymond is live in Northfield with details. Marcella?
Steve and Dina, we called Northfield Police this morning and asked them for more information about a shooting involving Keith Cozart, also known as the rapper Chief Keef. They said a shooting took place early this morning at the home of possibly Keef's manager. They and the North Regional Major Crimes Task Force now investigating at this Northfield shooting took place. And we're hearing that maybe Chief Keef also rents this house on Hap Road. Earlier today, someone called our room and said Chief Keef shot him. He is in intensive care at Skokie Valley Hospital. Police will not say if Keith Cozart is in custody or what may, if any way, he is involved. You saw the Skycam 9 video because on the ground we are not allowed anywhere close to this scene. At least a 6-block radius is closed to everyone but residents. Keith Cozart, who grew up in...
So you shouldn't even have none of these bum ass niggas knowing your addy anyway, my heart. Like, shouldn't, none of them.
Chicago, isn't even 20 years old, and he has already been convicted on weapons and several drug-related charges. We'll keep you posted on this developing story. Still not getting a whole lot of information from police.
But as we get back to Blood Money situation, he was shot in the middle of a party after flexing his new deal. Blood Money was shot at around 9:45 p.m. near where he grew up on 56th and Elizabeth Street. So many shell casings were scattered at the scene, more than 2 dozen. The police at first had to use index cards as evidence markers. Blood Money was 30 years old when he lost his life. He was pronounced deceased at Stroger Hospital. The second victim, in his 30s, was identified as Blood Money's cousin. He was shot in the stomach, but he survived. Unfortunately, Blood Money didn't. May he rest in peace and love condolences to his family, a man that left by 5 kids. Now, some people believe that started the tension between Front Street and O Block, and that's possible. But it was another incident that's not quite documented to the public eye that happened a year prior, where a guy who went by the name of O Block Man allegedly killed an innocent girl while shooting at someone from Front Street who attacked him. He then snitched on a man named Rage from O Block, and they wanted to kill O Block Man, but he had family up Front Street, his blood family, and he went with them for protection. That same shooting managed to get Rage life in prison, and he's technically innocent, and the real perpetrator is walking free. And for those who wondering how did he get convicted, well, the firearm was actually Rage. He gave it to O Block Man to shoot a video while Rage was shooting a video with Just Blow. And during that incident, which was the time of the music video, is when the little girl had lost her life. So technically, Rage couldn't even do it, and he had a video alibi the whole time. Now,
So who doing these investigations? Y'all bum ass Chicago cops who don't really care about these kids or these people losing their life. Like, we know y'all don't care. Like, why y'all not investigate? Why is an innocent man doing life on something like that? When y'all could investigate the murder and get the legit, like, facts behind it. Why? Y'all be doing bad out there.
I guess you have to be from Front Street to truly tell the public. Are these two reasons the main reason O Block and Front Street are at odds? But nonetheless, after these two incidents, there was public tension between the two, and there was no secret. 3 years ago, a guy who went by the name of Front Street Boo-Wop, who would later play key to this story on Sean Monaduke necklace after he lost his life, he went to Instagram dissing OD Perry from O Block and Big A from O Block, who both lost their lives. Now also, according to Boo-Wop, Front Street shot Big Wooney, who's from O Block and a local rapper, 8 times. And he also allegedly shot at Boss Top. And of course, in these neighborhoods, you know how they do, fam. It get passed down in generations, and sometimes they don't even know how the war started. But this war was no different. Just last year, the Front Street youngest was seen dropping the O's, basically dissing O Block. Now it also would make sense on why Chief Keef decided to keep his distance from O Block, especially King Von. Even the subliminal disses that he made in his music with Lil Durk, Chief Keef decided to ignore it. Fast forward May 10th, 2025, and allegedly Front Street members, they got the location of O Block Youngin and Monaduke, and a little after midnight, while standing outside on the sidewalk, 1:30 a.m. in the 6300 block of North Broadway, police scanner radio say 2 men have been shot outside Pork Chop Barbecue restaurant. Now someone close to the situation, who allowed their daughter to go to this bar, has said the following via social media: "Thanking God for protecting my baby and her friends. Last night, they were at this bar and had just got to their vehicle, stating that they saw an gunman just pacing around outside of the bar with the ski mask on. I asked her, why didn't y'all just leave when y'all saw that? She said, Ma, I didn't think anything of it because there were nicks inside of the bar with ski masks on too. Like, who allows that? I said, make that your last time going to this bar because with the F. So the guys walked out. Gunman started shooting them. The boy is running towards my daughter's friend's car. One of the bullets hit the car. None of them were hurt by the grace of God. And then one of them collapsed right in front of her vehicle and dies. Hashtag stay alert."
There's another individual.
Even if you ain't think nothing of it, even if, say something, bro. Like, people just wheeling guns now around. That's how y'all move. Just walk, guns out, ski masked up, just pasting back and forth in front of a spot. Like, that's normal.
Individual hurt. Asal is at the scene. Asal resides. She's at Broadway near Rosemont Avenue, gathering all the details for us as everything unfolds. Asal.
Yeah, Suzanne, we just watched police pick up dozens of evidence markers before they cleaned the scene here, and the fire department just showed up. They are washing off the sidewalk as we see them often do after crime scenes are cleared up. We heard on police scanner radio that the shooting happened at this place called Pork Chop right here. Online it says they're a restaurant and jazz lounge. We're told the victims were standing right here on the sidewalk when someone drove.
What are these hoodlums doing in this Pork Chop's jazz lounge? These niggas doing, probably was with a joint or something. Nah, he's with another homie and shit. I mean, he's probably was just looking for somewhere calm to go have a drink.
By and started shooting. Take a look at this video we have of the scene. At least 40 evidence markers on the street here in the shooting's aftermath. Police say gunshots rang out just before 1:30 this morning. This is on Broadway between Devon and Rosemont Avenue. Right now, police say they don't know what led up to this shooting. When they arrived, they say they found 3 people shot, and none of the victims could give them any information. We're told a 28-year-old and a 31-year-old man were both shot and pronounced dead at nearby hospitals. A 36-year-old man was also shot and taken to Evanston Hospital, where he was in fair condition at last check.
You guys are getting a person shot in the 24th District, Broadway and Rosemont and Broadway. Caller says a male shot in the back. Offenders ran away. Caller says that the shooting was at the club Pork Chop.
So today we're going to see how many cards we can buy on the Whatnot app for $100. Just joined a single stream here. Going to see. Okay, we're at $11. $15.
And Suzanne, we heard on police scanner radio that the shooter was captured on City Pod cameras and was possibly driving a stolen car. Detectives still looking for that suspect this morning. They say so far they've made no arrests. I'm live in Edgewater. Asal Razai, CBS News, Chicago.
Thanks so much, Asal.
Now at this point, with it being less than 24 hours since this incident took place, you would assume the police would be doing their investigation and letting the public know. But instead, we got the alleged perpetrators doing the work and letting the public know as well. Now it's also important that O Block Youngin' last Instagram post had indicated that he was outside, saying DM game for
fuck around, being that he's in that little calm spot, it seemed like. When people, well, I mean, I don't know, but that makes sense.
Outside the venue, but let's continue. Now, what's also not being presented to the news is that allegedly Munna was allegedly robbed when he was gunned down outside that bar as well. And how do we know that? Less than 3 hours after he was gunned down, his chain was floating via social media with somebody holding it against their face with the ski mask. And by the looks of this picture, either this necklace was two-tone or it got blood on it. And in this picture, the dude decided to put it in his close friends like it wouldn't be shared out. And you can see the chin of the alleged perpetrator. And guess who people assuming it is? Boo-Wop from Front Street. And the reason being, after fans put 2 and 2 together, he allegedly deleted his social media account. But that's where we at here
man.
Today in 2025. Generational beefs, leaving the newest generation not truly knowing why they at war.
Facts. Rest in peace to that young man, though, man. I'm telling you, it's like this shit ain't never gonna stop with these Chicago niggas, bro. And we seeing it here in New York and places like that now too with the youngins. But damn, like since I was young growing up, we watching these Chicago dudes going at it, and it's like, you know, it's like no change, nothing's changing, nobody's waking up. It's like the next generation not saying, nah, I'm not finna follow these guys' footsteps, let me do something different. Nah, they all doing the same shit, and unfortunately that's where you end up, either dead or in jail. My heart's like, we gotta do better. We gotta do better as black men. They don't, them cops and them people there, they clearly don't give a shit about y'all eliminating each other, and y'all keep doing it. So y'all just gotta wake up and do better, man. That's what I got for y'all, my people. Remember, stay safe, peace, love. I'm out.
Loyalty the only thing I know. My family, yeah, me love them, yeah, for sure.